Okay, that's the end of hers. Daniel Ford. Did I read Daniel Ford? Okay, no, I don't think I went through this guy's testimony. All right, let's go through Daniel Ford here. Mr. Ford, are you currently working? No, sir, I'm retired. I've been retired now for 12 years. And then where did you retire from? The Las Vegas Metro Police Department Criminalistics Bureau. And how long were you at the Criminalistics Bureau? 20 years, 3 months, and 22 days. But who's counting? But who's counting? Directing your attention back to September 7th of 1996, were you on duty as a crime scene analyst? Yes, sir. Now, when you became a crime scene analyst, did you have certain training that they provided you to do, that they provided you to do the job that you were asking you to do? They were asking you to do. Yes, sir. And can you describe that briefly for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Started with Latin printing, tracing, fingerprint techniques in San Bernardino County in 1988, collection of evidence for 8 hours in 1988. I went to Ontario Police in June of 1990, worked there for 15 months. During there, I had a 3-week test at the Orange County Sheriff's Department for the evidence technician, of course, which covered every aspect of crime scene investigation and collection. Once I came here, we went through again. Once I came here, we went through again crime scene investigation classes, photography classes, 40 hours each for probably 4 or 5 different classes. Now, on September 7th of 1996, do you initially get called out to respond to a crime scene that's at the corner of the intersection, essentially of Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon? Yes, sir. I was on the call at the Sunset. I was on call at the Southeast Area Command, excuse me, involving a Metro vehicle incident where the officers that were with me, the broadcast came over the radio of a shooting on Flamingo and Koval. They said immediately someone requested ID to go to the scene. When I finished up the Southeast Area Command, I left for that location, and then en route, I was redirected to the Boulevard of Hammond, where the vehicles had been stopped by the Metro Bike Patrol. So I'm going to start first with a couple of aerials here. And have you had a chance this morning to review those aerials, those 3 aerials? Yes, sir. So I'm going to start with that needs to be zoomed in a little bit. Grand jury exhibit number 13. This is generally an aerial of the Las Vegas Valley in 1996. Is that correct? Yes. And there's a big pin on basically the MGM, which is the corner of Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard. Correct. Because Google Maps do not have the best of images, the next one will zoom in on this essentially grand jury exhibit number 14. It is a more higher resolution one, but it's what the Las Vegas Valley looks like in 2023. Yes, sir. Okay. Once again, to Mark. Here's the corner of the Trop and Las Vegas Boulevard, correct? Yes, sir. And then using the same image from 14, that would be the MGM and Las Vegas Boulevard and Trop, correct? Yes, sir. Correct. Correct. Yes, sir. And this would be Harmon, correct? Yes, sir. And this would be Koval, yes, sir. And this would be Flamingo, yes, sir. So you originally respond to this location here, correct? When you get there, what is your responsibility? To document the scene through the use of nose photography, documenting the scene with a diagram, if necessary, searching for and identifying items of evidence and collecting those items of evidence, packaging those evidence, preparing my reports back at the office and submitting that for testimony at a later date. Now, 27 years later, you're here? Yes, sir. I'm going to start with, well, first, I'm going to ask you, you know, 1996, the technology was significantly different than it is in 2023. Would you agree to that? Yes, sir. We were using film at that time. We didn't have digital cameras. I don't think we even knew what digital cameras were at the time. So we go out to a crime scene and we shoot either 12 exposure or 24 exposure or 30. Well, finally got to 36 exposure film that we could use in crime scenes. Instead of shooting 10 rolls of film, maybe we would cut it down by using 36 exposure film. And you volunteered every once in a while at the photo lab, correct? Recently. And you volunteered every once in a while at the photo lab recently. Since I retired, yes. Yes, sir. Since I retired, yes, sir. I volunteer once a week at the photo lab to assist with ordering photos for the attorneys in town. And now we're in the process of destroying a lot of the old negatives that are no longer necessary. Okay, would you say that there's significantly more photos taken when you can do it digitally than you could with a camera? I was requesting photos for the Clark County Public Defender last week on a homicide. The special public defender, because I knew it was a homicide when it was the special public defender, and yes, it was a homicide, and whoever the crime scene analyst was had taken 2,240 images at the crime scene, and unfortunately, I'm on the oath, so I have to continue. I had said to myself, "What an idiot! Doesn't know how to document a crime scene." And that's about all I could say. I just can't believe that they're shooting 700 photos on a regular crime scene. It doesn't need to be done. I'm going to, and it's not because, let me interrupt you. I'm not finished. Let me interrupt you. It's not because of the cost. When I first started in 1987 in San Bernardino, I had a deputy there that trained me in processing, that told me, had a sign on his wall that said, you can't put a price on a crime, you can't put a price on the crime scene. And I said, what do you mean by that? And he goes, it doesn't matter what the crime scene is. You spend whatever amount of money you have to gain all the evidence you can to identify the suspects in that incident. I'm going to show you what's been marked as Grand Jury Exhibit 16 through 26. When you first got to Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon, was there a particular victim vehicle that you focused the majority of your attention on? Yes, it was a black BMW. The driver door was open. It was parked, stopped in between the northbound and southbound lanes on the boulevard facing east towards Harmon, as if it was waiting to turn. And showing you exhibit 16 through 26. If you could just briefly flip through those and look to see if they appear to be photographs that you would have taken at the scene. Yes, sir, they are. So I'm going to go through those with you and just have you describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what we're looking at here is 16. That's the rear of the BMW that Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur were riding in. The license plates were removed. They were in the trunk of the car. They were stopped earlier by the bike patrol because there were no license plates on the vehicle, but they did that, I'm assuming, so they couldn't be easily recognizable or identified. That's an interesting thought. Why did they have their plates on the car and the place was in the trunk? I need to ask a question. That's an interesting thought. I wonder if they knew, because the cops pulled them over and searched their car. Did they pull them over because they ain't have no plates on the car? Or did they, when they pulled them over, take the plates off and throw them in the trunk so they could be the mark? So they didn't know what car to shoot. I got to think about that. And then what are we looking for? And then what are we looking at here? That's the passenger side of the same BMW. You can see areas of an apparent bullet strikes in the right door, in the right rear door, and the right front door. When you arrive at the scene, this door, the passenger door, is closed? Yes. Yes, sir, it was. No, it wasn't, motherfucker. You just said the door was open. I know I'm not tripping. Oh, the driver door was open. Okay. Yes, it was the black BMW. The driver door was open. It was parked, stopped in between the northbound and southbound lanes of the boulevard, facing east towards Harmon, as if it was waiting to turn. That's the rear of the BMW that Suge Knight and Tupac were riding in. The license plates were removed. They were in the trunk of the car. They were stopped earlier by the bike patrol because there were no license plates on the vehicle. But they did that, I'm assuming, so that they couldn't be easily recognizable or identified. And then what are we looking at here? That's the passenger side of that same BMW. You can see the areas of the bullet strikes in the rear door, in the right rear door, and the right front door. When you arrived at the scene, this door, the passenger door, is closed? Yes, sir, it was. And grand jury exhibit 18, that's the front of the vehicle. And you can see the driver's side doors open. Number 19, it's the driver's side view of the vehicle. And 20, that's the view of the driver's seat with the apparent blood on the seat. That's the passenger view of the passenger seat. And that's 21, ladies and gentlemen. And then moving on to 22. That's the passenger side of the vehicle after I had attached small pieces of tape showing the location of the apparent bullet holes? And if so, we were to count this, there are 1, 2, 3 in the back door, yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the front door, yes. Yes, sir. So that's 8 on that side. On that side, an additional 1 through the front windshield. You jumped ahead of me. Grand exhibit number 23, what are we looking at? That's the apparent bullet hole through the windshield on the passenger side of the black BMW. Wait a minute, y'all. It's not one shooter. It's not one shooter. This ain't one shooter, y'all. Hold on, y'all. We got 2 shooters here. This ain't one shooter. This is 2 shooters, bro. Well, somebody's lying. We got 2 shooters here. No fucking way, bro. Think about it. They pull up on the car, right? This Sugar and Pop, right? You telling me this? They come like this. Let me try to find a way where I can. Let me turn this way, right? Sugar and Pop, they pull up the caravan, right? The car pull up on the side of them, right? And the bullets start. From what they telling us. Remember, we don't have to believe that the car pulled up or this, that, and other. We don't have to listen to none of that shit, right? You telling me the car pulls up. Boom, 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 boom. One shooter? No, baby. No, it ain't one shooter. Bullets in the back door, behind the passenger, bullets in the passenger door, and bullet in the windshield. That's 2 shooters, bro. Motherfuckers is lying, bro. There's no way 2 cars, you pull up and you hit the back door, boom, 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 and then move up some more to the front, boom, 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 and then move up and hit the windshield. That's not one shooter, bro. I don't give a fuck with nobody telling me. And that's 21, ladies and gentlemen. Let's then moving on to 22. That's the passenger side of the vehicle. After I had attached small pieces of the tape showing the location of the apparent bullet holes. And so if we were to count this, there are 1, 2, 3 in the back door, y'all. 3 shots in the back door. So that means this nigga had to been shooting before he even pulled up and stopped. He had to been shooting as he pulling up. Bang, 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 bang. No, baby. It's not one fucking shooter. And if we were to count this, there are 1, 2, 3 in the back door. 3 shots in the back door. Yes, sir. And then, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the front door. So that's 8 on the side. On that side, and an additional 1 through the front windshield. You jumped ahead of me. Grand exhibit number 23. What are we looking at? That's the apparent bullet hole through the windshield on the passenger side of the black BMW. So that's the passenger seat. You can see the wheel there. That's the driver's seat. Yes, sir. So now we're looking at grand jury exhibit number 24. That's an apparent bullet strike that came through the door into the back of the passenger seat. Again, there in the passenger seat are 2 bullet strikes. What the fuck? Question, the passenger door. This is the passenger door, right? Yes. So 2 more shots in the back passenger door. Back passenger seat. Again, and there in the passenger seat are 2 bullet strikes. The passenger door, or this is the passenger door, right? Yes, coming through, and that's 25. And then there was a green stone on the right floorboard. Looked like it had come from a ring or a piece of jewelry. A green stone, that's an emerald, probably. And then in addition to that, did you find some bullets or metal fragments that you associated with bullets that you also collected from inside the vehicle? Yes, sir, I did. Now, when you arrived on the scene, in addition to the victim vehicle, were there a number of other vehicles that you were associated or following Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur's vehicle? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There were 3 other vehicles that were stopped. They were still in the left turn lane of the southbound lanes of the boulevard, wanting to turn left onto eastbound Harmon. So let's start with grand jury exhibits 27, 28, and 29. Yes, sir. That's the other 3 vehicles that were associated with their entourage that night. So that would be grand jury exhibit number 27. There's a black BMW with a license plate. Yes, sir, with California license plates. Huh? Now, how y'all seeing the license plates? Huh? So you trying to tell me they had 2 BMWs? Because you saying there was no plate on the BMW. I'm confused. So that would be grand jury exhibit number 27. There's a black BMW with a license plate. Yes. Yes, sir. With California license plates. There was this now grand jury exhibit number 28, a black Lexus. Yes, sir. And that is the black BMW, that is? Yes, sir. What? There was this is now grand jury exhibit number 28, a black Lexus. Yes, sir. And is that the black BMW that is? Yes, sir. Huh? There is a silver Mercedes Benz with no plate. And that's grand jury. I'm so confused right now. And that's grand jury exhibit number 29. Now, within the photographs and within your report itself, there's a vehicle number 5 that is a Dodge with 3MXT229. Can you determine whether or not that was still at the scene or was that photographed at the other scene? I believe that was photographed at the other scene, Flamingo and Harmon. So now I'm going to go back to, I'm going to go to Flamingo and Harmon for you, and I'm going to jump ahead. Instead of 31, I'm going to come back to 31. I'm going to start with 32, and maybe I will give this to you, showing you what's been marked as grand jury exhibit number 32 to 39, and ask you, what are we looking at? Those are large red cones placed out by Metro officers to identify apparent shell casings that were located in the eastbound lane of Flamingo before the intersection of Koval. So there are a number of cones that are placed out here that is potential evidence, and then there's some traffic cones and flares in order to keep traffic from driving over them. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, by the time you get to this location, I'm assuming it's significantly after the incident occurs. Yes, sir. It would have been around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning at this time. And as we'll see from some of these photographs, there's still traffic kind of traveling down this road for before police even arrive. But then even after the police arrive, there's still some traffic that we're going to see in the photographs. Yes, sir. Ultimately from these, and we're going to go through each of these photographs, but ultimately from these cones that were placed out here, did you collect any firearms related evidence? Yes, sir. If I can respond to my report, let me ask you this. Do you have a draft report at or near the time that you collected the evidence? Later on that evening, yes, sir. When I finished the scene. And would you imagine, and would I imagine that your memory today is not quite as good as it was 27 years ago when you wrote when you wrote this particular report? No, sir, it's not. Not with that, not with what the VA doctors have described me with, or diagnosed me with. And one last foundational question for you. I assume by the nature of your job that you would have done everything you possibly could to be, I assume by the nature of your job that you would have done everything you possibly could to be accurate within the report that you wrote 27 years ago. Yes, sir, I did. Okay, go ahead and review your report, and I think I can direct you to items 8 through 14. Yes, sir. There were 7 cartridges cases located on Flamingo in the eastbound lanes. There were a total of 9 bullet strikes in the car. But because of all the traffic ahead of the time, or possibly the rounds being ejected into the shooter vehicle, we only had 7 at the scene. And so those 7 were collected. Can you tell me what caliber of the casings were? It was a Winchester 40 Smith & Wesson was the head stamp. Cartridge case, yes, sir. And all 7 of those were collected and impounded at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Yes, sir, they were. Okay, I'm not going to go through each and every one of these, but now I want to back up. Actually, I want to go forward here. So as you can see, there's traffic that go through sort of this particular area during the time period you were over there processing. Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have, as you sit here today, an independent recollection of why you took a photograph of that white Dodge? No, I don't remember. If it was the one that was parked at the Maxim Hotel and Casino, it was because it exhibited firearm damage as well. It exhibited firearm damage also. That would be the photographer guy. It was the photographer guy that said he took the picture of Tupac that was in the white Durango, right? Or the white Dodge. Because remember, he posed that went to his hotel and they went and found him at the crap table. And remember, he pulled up and tried to follow them. So how did his car get shot up and he was waiting? No, this motherfucker said he drove off. But I remember him being the one that say he stayed at the Maxim Hotel, right? Or did he go to the Monte Carlo? I got to go back to his testimony. No, I don't remember if it was the one that was parked at the Maxim Hotel and Casino. It was because it exhibited firearm damages also. Okay, let me show you the one parked at the Maxim Casino. So we're going to go back to the grand jury exhibit number 31. That might be the white Dodge next to it, but yes, sir. Is this where it appears to be the Maxim parking garage? Yes, sir. Or parking lot on the east side of the casino. Okay, so I think we all kind of know this. The eastbound lanes are on the south side of Easton, essentially, the side of Flamingo. South side of Flamingo, sorry. Yes, sir. And if someone was shooting in this direction, they would be shooting in the direction of the Maxim parking lot. Correct. To the north. And so there were vehicles within this parking lot that may have evidence of firearms damage to it. That was the only one that we located. And then let me shoot over to exhibit number 40. Exhibit number 40 is sort of the same Dodge Caravan, the red one. That also has firearms damage to it. Yes, sir. Through the right front passenger window. Now, in addition to collecting some firearm evidence back at, I want to go back to Harmon and the Boulevard. Okay. After you cleared from Easton, sorry, Flamingo and Koval, did you go wind up going over to UMC and collecting some items of evidence from personnel at UMC related to Mr. Shakur? Yes, sir. From the security that had taken the evidence and placed it in their security impound until I arrived. And so one of those was a bullet fragment from a Lieutenant Rowe at UMC security. Yes, sir, that's correct. And one of those was a bullet fragment from the hands of Karen Gray, a nurse at UMC Trauma. Correct. And then you also collected clothes from the security as well. Yes. Where are they going with this? Where are they going with this? Now, finally, I don't know how it happened 27 years ago. So either at the scene or later back at the lab, did you process the 7 cartridge cases that you got from the corner of Flamingo and Koval for any sort of forensic evidence? Yes, sir, I did. I put them in the glue chamber that we use super glue with humidity added to it to try and produce fingerprint evidence on the cartridge cases. And there was none on any of the 7 cartridge cases that we collected. What evidence do they got against Keefe D? They ain't even got no fingerprints on the cartridges, bro. Thank you. That completes my questions for the witness. If the grand jury has any questions. Hey, juror, bye. Thank you. Witness, thank you. Juror, thank you. Mark, thank you so much. Have a good day. Where am I sitting at? You're going to sit right here. We're going to stand first, please. Okay, so nobody had no questions for him. This is Idi Amin. We went through his testimony. Let me see who else is on here. So the next person is William, who is the security guard from the Maxima Hotel. I'll get into that tomorrow because I know I've been holding y'all for a minute. Oh God, this is so much. So now I guess maybe some of the bullets that missed the car. Hold on one second, y'all. I think some of the bullets that missed the car may have hit stuff in the background. I'm gonna have to look up the Maxim Hotel and see if it's right there. Let's see. Let's see. Where is the Maxim? Yep, Maxim's on Flamingo. Where is I wonder if the Maxim is now the Western. I think this is it. Let me show y'all what I'm showing, what I'm looking at. So I believe this is the street right here. This is Flamingo. Is this Koval? Yep. So this is Flamingo and Koval. I think they would have been over here. I believe this is where they, like, we would be facing. I think this is right here where they was at. So if the car is here where this Lexus is, if the shots came here and went through, that might have been the Maxim Hotel right there in this background. But here is, let me see if it allow me to. This is the setup right here. That's the setup right here. Suge and them would be in this lane, I guess, where the truck is. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they probably was over here. Suge and them probably was right here where this little Jeep is. Trayvon probably was on this side where the white truck is. And the shooters probably came right up this lane where it say El Flamingo at. And here go the right lane. Unless they was in this lane, and these last 3 lanes. But that would probably be the hotel that's in the parking lot that's in the background. That probably caught bullets. And this is where Suge made the U-turn at, right there, right here. There's not one shooter, y'all. There's no way they pumped how many bullets in the back? 3 in the back and 5 in the front. You tell me, nigga, pop, 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 and then moved up and said pop, 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 and moved up some more and put one through the windshield? Nah, bro. And they did pull up and go pop, 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 because it's shh. They said the arm come out the window, remember? Somebody said that all they saw is the arm come out the window and shoot. It's more to it. It got to be more to it. That don't make sense. The shots do not make sense. The shots don't make sense. It's 2 shooters. It's 2 shooters. I bet you it's 2 shooters. It may seem like the shots was done on the approach. I don't believe it was one. You know what? I don't know. Nah, bro. It's 2 shooters, bro. It's 2 shooters, bro. I'm telling you, it's 2 shooters. Look, that ain't no shit you doing to pull up, bro. All those shots. Look at that shit. It's not enough time for one person to do all that shit that fast. If they would have shot up the backside at that joint, the back like that, them niggas would have been alerted. Boom, 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 boom. And then slide up more, boom, boom, boom. Why would they even shoot the back seat? Unless they was driving up and started shooting through the back seat to shoot Tupac in his back. But look at the holes. They not on the fucking angle, bro. The holes in the back are not on the angle where they like the car was moving. These holes is dead in like somebody just ran up on the car. Same one shooter, bro. Even look at the levels of the shots. You tell me nigga just went extra low on the front? This ain't one shooter, y'all. These niggas is lying to us about this story. You tell me a nigga was leaning over a nigga and did all this. And the windshield. You can see the crack in the windshield in the front. I don't see this being one shooter, man. I just don't see it. I can't see this being one shooter. In that little bit of window, that little bit of time, I don't care what none of these witnesses say. None of these witnesses saw shit. Only motherfuckers that saw something is one's in jail and the other one is dead. That really saw something. But I'm just saying, if you use common sense, think about how much time they had to do the shooting, to pull up on the side of them before these niggas could have jumped out and if they had guns. Look at that back door. That first shot on that back door, if it was one shooter, boom, boom, boom. Right at that time, Suge and them niggas is alerted for them to get up to the front door. I don't know. I don't see one person getting all these shots off. Think about it. How did one person get all these shots off, right? And then and one of the girls' testimony said when the car busted right, the passenger reached out with his left hand with a gun and started shooting that bun tree in them. So you tell me one person did all this shit and shot a Buntry in them car from the fucking passenger side? How many bullets a 40 Glock hold? Let me see. Let me see. 15 shots. Right? 15 shots. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right there on the car. 9 on the car. Then she said there was a couple of other bullets that missed, that hit other places. That's probably like 12 maybe bullets. And then the bullets that's in Buntry in them car. So you tell me somebody was able to shoot, one person was able to shoot all that shit out of the left side of the car and then turn around and run to the other window and shooting at Buntry and them from the passenger side. So you tell me the passenger did both of these shits? You telling me the passenger did both of these shootings? Or the person in the driver's side passed the gun to the passenger to shoot at Buntry and them? And remember, as they pulled off, they were still shooting at them because they hit the windshield. Something ain't right, y'all. Look how high the person was shooting in the back seat, and look how low the person that's shooting in the front seat. Look at the bullets. Look at the level of them. Either this nigga got a precise hand, like the ones in the front seat, or the back seat, he was just shooting. I see two different levels. To be moving that fast, to pull up, boom, 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 boom. You tell me, motherfucker, this nigga hand was going up and down like this, like to be nah, bro. And then look at the bullet in the front. Look how high that one is. Is that the bullet on the takeoff, the pull off? That one, did the windshield come? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Because the car's on the same level when it pulls up. So how did it go? I don't know, man. I got to study this a little more. I got to study that a little more. I'm gonna get RJ Bond to come back on because I wanted to do questions with him, but he had something to do with his kids and stuff. So I'm gonna have him come on and we just gonna do a Q&A with him so y'all can ask him y'all questions, right? Yeah, something ain't right about that. I gotta get deeper thought in that. Choke no joke. I'll be back in the morning. I'll see y'all in the morning walk. All right. One love. Shout out to my man RJ Bond. I appreciate you, man. One love. I'll holler back at y'all in a second. Peace.
Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. Choke no joke. You already know. Let's go out the Grego. Now I'm out the game. Feel good not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Praise Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boss Dane. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game.
Hit that subscribe.
They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would.
Hit that subscribe.
Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Wet a nigga in public like Shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making the fifth go rumble. Because of stick up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat. For in fact, for some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you. All they wanna do is pawn you. Until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down. Or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10. And you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in. Roll us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out, jail and dead. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you want to go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You want to sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You want to be the next rapper, trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. This go out to all the PJs around the world. Either war.
Nah, way back.
Sound
Back.
Niggas and
Way
guns.
back.
Yeah. Let's go. Joke, no joke. It's all the projects in the world. You ever been to a project barbecue? Yes, I have. Played the half. Extra hours for more cash. To go half on that coke and yak. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslim said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she dumb out. Hustlers dumb out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a project barbecue? Kids, sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, hot heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're riding a pipe, playing the bench. Kids on the fence, watch your po-po, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, no shit where you live. 12-1 right up in your crib. You never been nowhere, where else could you live? What's that? That's Gangsta Boo coming through, throwing it up, fucking his muffler up, scraping the concrete with Willie so sweet. He got escorts by the chief of police from 233rd, Laconia to Gun Hill Road. Got knocked, didn't tell like Joe.
Period.
No joke out here in DR. My man Delvin, see him?
Yeah. En Dominican Republic.
Alright,
Yeah.
we here.
Yeah. Joke, no joke. Primo, you ain't want to give me no beat, so I'm stealing one. Take it personal. You know you my guy, Primo. Love you. You gonna give me a beat after this one? I never thought that you would cry me, go against me, and backstab. Third eye is strong, word is bond. Put you on the fakes and now you won. I gave you support and you play me. For those who play with butt, yeah, I'm talking Breakfast Club, Revolt, whatever. All I know is birds of a feather. Hang with those that they hate. Once the realness, now you fake. And I see through you. What you gon' do when they book you and your Duke shoot? I know you think I'm expose you. This ain't no threat, take it personal. Choke no joke. 2023, it's on me. You hear me? 2023 is on me. They say why I don't come around the game, cause all y'all dudes undercover gay. And I don't play those fucking games. Yo, stop the track, I'm fucking Slay. Rest in peace, K Slay, man. Let's get to the next one. Oh yeah. My man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke no joke. I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now. You already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from them billin'. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix, like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers, with your school face grillin'. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee and Brandon and Hearst on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty, making connections. Talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. 2 fully loaded Macs, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got you threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through, I'm bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You 10 in the Jacks, I 10 in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick out blazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had to breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your rear, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you outta here. Throw me on the 600, now fucking nigga humming. Blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there, y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronze King like the LORD-FINE-SC. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, Eden War what it is. Choke no joke, I ain't no joke. The mixtape, we here now. Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D and her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned. head of Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Suck my nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, she want to ski and just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned. Head of Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her.
Choke, no joke, no joke. You know what it is.
Hey, son.
Hi, when are you coming home?
Mommy's not coming home.
Why?
Goodbye.
Where are you? Where are you?
Mommy's not coming home.
Why?
Tell Daddy I'm not coming home.
Why?
Goodbye. Bye. What am I supposed to do? Tell this 10-year-old boy I'm getting some new dick or something?
Check. Yeah. Choke, no joke. Know what it is. This go out to the desperate housewives in New York, Atlanta, Texas, California, Miami, Mississippi. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. It was quick how it happened. We was just chatting, had a lot in common. I kept her laugh in the department in which a man was lacking. He was the king of the ship. Somehow I became captain. My swag on platinum, all my gold just smacking. Then phone sex had happened. Things went left. I calm and interest in sex, something like Little Kim and Hugh F. We knew if we met, it would be electric. Then the day came and we met. It was beyond my dream, a dream so sweet it made me scream. It was like a dream, knew why he made a queen. I wanted to find Marty McFly and use that time machine. Run up in the church, create a scene. Object to that wedding and give her my ring like I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. I fell harder than a mother, my number one lover. Yo, under them covers was like no other. Had everything in common. I used to love her until he bugged her. Bitch, motherfucker. Device in the whip, had to call it quits. Hit us like a brick. We both sick. Now she got dilemma, like Kelly the kids. I'm calm, wish I never met the chick. Missing her seafood and our trips. Sex in the soul house, we did that shit. Sexing on the tent, we risked that shit. We both freaky as fuck, I miss my chick. Well, never mind, dare to take him off of mine. Kindred spirits, just a long time. Get divorced, you can hit my line. Until I repent, it's next lifetime like I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Joke, no joke. You already know. It's that south side of Eden Wall flow. We out of here. Yeah, choke no joke.
KK on
New
the
life. They said I'll be dead or in jail. They was half right, I saw right can sell. I knew I wasn't rich when I couldn't make bail. I made out good, 5 niggas that didn't tell. Hold up, don't go to trial when caught up. Roll the dice, watch the numbers just go up. When your offer was short as a pup's nuts, you got the whammy, cause you pressed your luck. You could have been back on the town, industry bound, no more busting it down. To quarters, half O's, having to catch the flow, and reassuring those who act like they don't know that the ratchet let go. If you think we won't fill them hollow points up with mercury, send them to another planet, leave them screaming like Mike and Janet. Niggas can't stand it. I felt champagne with Ross running the game. When I was locked and the CO jumped in my face, talking gangster, nigga. Like I'm not a fucking gangster, nigga. But you got it in here, cause the odds ain't fair. Cause you got that walkie and that button right there. But after 8 hours, you leave here. And that's when you friend, it's not fair. You shoot at the range, we shoot when it rains. Roll up in that range, your face look real strange. The look on my face is I got that aim. Before you reach, you feel the pain. Blood stain, calculate to your brain. You been licked by that thing. In the game of death, that's what you get when got game. It's a method to the madness, how I bring the pain of one that's not sane. Choke, no joke. I do my thing. Can't hang. They say you're nobody until they kill you. I'm somebody alive, guess that make me an ill dude. Made my name before the funeral, considered a legend and still make moves. They know you when you gone, they know me when I'm on. All over the board, you restricted, you pawn. You wouldn't cut a lawn, blow a candle at dawn. Joe got it going on like fuel. Some of you fools is more ass than mule. Never rule like Rick with Mona Lisa in your crib. Haters mad cause I'm doing what they wish they did. Without the rock, it's still gunning like Chris. Nigga try to block a tomahawk this shit. Nigga looking down at me, now he looking at dick. Pause, that's just the term and shit. It's choke, no joke. Nigga, I'm lit. Fired up. And we recorded this in the D and shit. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. Choke, no joke. You already know. Let's go out the Grey Go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partner's with him saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. I'm out the game. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Brave Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's Dane. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Where the nigga in public like shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making the fifth go rumble. Because of stick-up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, with some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But it tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, will roll us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all it's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you wanna go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You wanna sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You wanna be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Choke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats.